let's talk about how to factor GCFs. First things first, GCF stands for greatest common factor, or the biggest thing that goes into something. So when I'm looking at a problem, the first thing I'm going to do is find the smallest number. I have got 15, 10, and 45. The reason we start with the smallest one, 10, is because we need something that goes into all three, and the smallest number is always going to have the fewest things that go into it, which is going to be 1 times 10 or 2 times 5. Then you start with the biggest number, which is 10, and you ask yourself, does 10 go into 15? No, so 10 doesn't work. Then you try 5. Does 5 go into 15? Yeah, 3 times. So 15 works, 10 works. Does 5 go into 45? Yes, 9 times. So 5 is my greatest common factor because it works on all three. Then you have to check your x's. Since all three of them have an x, my greatest common factor is 5x. Then, for factored form, I put 5x in front, and inside the parentheses, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to divide by 5 and take away an x. So 15 divided by 5 is 3. And I had 3 x's, but I'm putting 1 out front, so now I only have 2. Then, negative 10 divided by 5 is negative 2. I had 2 x's, but I'm taking 1 away, so now I only have x to the first. And for the last number, you have a 45. 45 divided by 5 is 9. That's going to be positive 9, so I'm going to put plus 9. And it only had 1 x. I already put that x out front, though, so it doesn't have any x's left. Okay? One note I want you to go ahead and add at the top of this page is that the last number in the parentheses doesn't have an x. Okay, see how I ended with 9 and there wasn't an x with it? That happens on all problems if you've done them correctly. Okay? Now, here's the deal. I'm going to show you one thing that's wrong on the next one, and then I'll fix it. So, first of all, 16, negative 32, and 8. 8 is my smallest number, and the only numbers that go into 8 are 1 and 8, or 2 and 4. Start with the biggest number, 8. 8 goes into 16 twice, 32 4 times, and 8 once. So it works for all three numbers. So 8's actually my biggest number on this one. Then I noticed that they all three have an h, so I would put an h with it. But what happens if I only take away an h is this one's still going to have one left, because I can actually, instead of just taking out h, I can take out h squared. Because if this one has 4, this one has 3, and this one has 2, I can take away 2 from all of them. And remember that G stands for greatest, so you want to take out the most you possibly can. Now that I have that decided, I'm going to go ahead and write 8h squared in front of the parentheses. 16 divided by 8 is 2. I had 4 h's, but I'm taking 2 out front, so I have 2 left. Negative 32 divided by 8 is negative 4. I have 3 h's, but I'm taking 2 away, so I only have 1 left. And 8 divided by 8 is positive 1. I had 2 h's, but I'm taking both of them away, so the 1 doesn't have any h's left with